What a time to be alive. Well, I'd never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but Bungie have been bought by PlayStation. It's absolutely insane news. Who would have thought this would ever happen? So yeah, Bungie dropped this this announcement up. Well, I first seen it through Twitter while I was at work. In the moment, actually losing my collective shit here. Yeah, they dropped this article. So yeah, to go on here, Bungie joins Sony Interactive Entertainment. That's so crazy saying it. We believe games have limitless potential, and that to do anything worthwhile in entertainment, we must bet big on our vision, on our studio, and on our incredible team of trusted creators who build unforgettable worlds that truly matter to people. In SIE, we have found a partner who unconditionally supports us in all we are and who wants to accelerate our vision to create generation-spanning entertainment, all while preserving the creative independence that beats in Bungie's heart. Like us, Sony Interactive Entertainment believes that game worlds are only the beginning of what our IPs can become. Together, we share a dream of creating and fostering iconic franchises that unite friends around the world, families across generations, and fans across multiple platforms and entertainment mediums. Today, Bungie begins our journey to become a global multimedia entertainment company. Creative freedom. Since taking flight in 1991, Bungie has always charted the future with our own star map, a path that is driven by our people and for our community. We are continuing that journey with new worlds in development, and we can't wait to share them with you. With SIE, the potential for our universes is unlimited. Our future games will take bold steps into unexplored spaces for Bungie, continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and what will always be built on the foundation of creating meaningful, lifelong friendships and memories. We remain in charge of our destiny. We will continue to independently publish and creatively develop our games. We will continue to drive one unified Bungie community. Our games will continue to be where our community is, wherever they choose to play. With SIE support, the most immediate change you will see is an acceleration in hiring talent across the entire studio to support our ambitious vision. If this speaks to you and you want to help us put a dent in the universe, we are hiring across all disciplines for Destiny 2 and for our new worlds beyond. That is absolutely insane. Immediately, I'm thinking of Kojima Productions here immediately. The access Bungie now have to talent, to studios, resources, right across the PlayStation family. Just to come back to Hideo Kojima and how we re-started Kojima Productions. You know, he went on a journey with Mark Cerny across all of these first-party development studios within the Sony ecosystem. And he was given the Decima engine as a start, as a means to create Death Stranding upon it. And here we are now, with Destiny 2. The partnerships now Bungie can make with so many different studios now, it's insane. We might see some of the most insane content in Destiny since Vicarious Visions worked to help bring the Warmind expansion with activities like Escalation Protocol. God knows if this means they get access to more voiceover talent, performance capture studios. It's absolutely mind-blowing that this has happened. A fair play to Jim Ryan, Herman Hulst to coming together to make this happen. Never in a million years would I have thought this would have been something PlayStation would have done. And obviously, coming off the back of this, Push Squared have gone on to cover an interview that was just made by made with Jim Ryan here, pretty much off the back of this. And this article goes on to say that it's the beginning, is this the beginning of a new industry arms race? Now, personally, to me, this straight up says that we are feeling more effects of COVID and its impact on the gaming industry. When you kind of look at Xbox and its acquisition of Activision, to me this just seems, what studios may be hurting for money, for support, to keep these franchises and IPs going. And this is probably another step in it. So yes, Sony have acquired Bungie for $3.6 billion, which in the grand scheme of things is relatively cheap for a studio. Yeah, it even quotes here the acquisition of Activision, that was $68 billion, just for the comparison here. And apparently here, Jim Ryan has told Game Industries' Christopher Dring that we should expect more PlayStation acquisitions. Who else could they buy? That one's up in the air. And then I come out to this tweet that Gary Whittaker made. When was this? January 18th. If you thought the Xbox Activision was the biggest news story of the day week, just you wait. How long has he known if this is what he meant? Yeah, after so many years of playing Destiny, I'm just absolutely just taken away by this. And I just want to kind of go back on some tweets that I put out there. Just off the news of this, I was like, I'm freaking the fuck out. I was going back to Vicarious Visions, Naughty Dog, the developers of Infamous and Horizon, the amount of talent they have access to now, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. When Xbox's Phil Spencer sat there and said that he had prior communications with Sony and their partners at Sony in the wake of the Activision split, was this one of the things they addressed? Is this one of the things they talked about? Is this the industry protecting itself, making sure it can still sustain and continue forward? What if Bungie if PlayStation acquiring Bungie is now a thing, what do Sony get out of this deal? Because they've already said Bungie are retaining their independence and their publishing rights to Destiny. If Sony are putting forward them more resources, what do they get back in return? If Destiny is not going to be an exclusive, if Destiny is not going to have exclusive content, what does Sony see out of this? And if there's nothing other than, Sony are looking to protect studios within the gaming industry, that'd be, this is an amazing play for him. I come back to how it looked after, how Sony looked after Kojima and his team. This Bungie, say what you want about Bungie, but they're just not a studio. You don't want to see them struggle. If they are, considering that, this is me just speculating, just throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks here. But is this one of the reasons we wasn't able to see a Destiny 3? Is this why Bungie haven't decided to stay with the current Tiger engine or the evolution of it, and to continue with more expansions going forward? And then we come back to Mark Noseworthy's tweet here. Our ambition for growing and expanding Destiny has never been bolder. This partnership with Sony will supercharge new stories and create new memories of this universe for years to come, while retaining our creative independence. Bungie leads, Sony supports, everybody wins. And even then, when you kind of think about this idea of cross-platform play and all of these collaborations now Sony get to do with Bungie, could you imagine Horizon Zero Dawn content in The Witch Queen? Does that new this is just coming to my mind now, Aloy's spear, there's that new weapon archetype within Destiny. You could craft Aloy's spear in The Witch Queen, and then you could do that on Xbox's ecosystem, automatically drawing Xbox players, like whether you're on PC or on the Xbox console, into the PlayStation ecosystem. Like, that is a fucking 5-head play. Jim Ryan's playing 4-dimensional chess. Like, this is nuts. You know, you kind of think of the scale. Wow. Yeah, I thought this was absolutely worth covering and giving my own impressions and thoughts on this. Like, for 3.6 billion, like, this is a mad investment, and Bungie retain the rights to Destiny. They keep the IP. I can only clap. I'm excited for Bungie. I really am. I've fallen off Destiny for quite some time now. I'm still unsure whether or not I want to get the Witch Queen or not. But if they've got some serious backing from Sony, which I can only imagine they can, again, drawing on how much they help Kojima, because remember, Kojima Productions isn't a first-party studio. It's just a Death Stranding IP. Is like we all saw the public fallout between Konami and Kojima Productions and how much Sony supported getting Kojima back on his feet. Now, not to say, Bungie is struggling to go under, but the impact of COVID could probably certainly be felt upon Bungie having to, remote work, when a bunch of other things, we may or may not be aware of behind the scenes. So yeah, guys, I thought this was worth covering because, again, this is exciting as hell. And yeah, there's not much more else I can add to this. It's mind-blowing. But yeah, guys, if you like this piece of content, and please think about hitting that subscribe button, pressing the like as well. It really helps, get any content I make, up YouTube's algorithms. I also stream on Twitch too, at twitch.tv.com/3_Viper. I have my own blog too, which I kind of cover various topics, and I try and get this out on a weekly basis. All the links to my socials, like Twitter and social, all be in the description below. I'd greatly appreciate if you're considering checking them all out. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.